Hey everyone, how's it going? It is so hot in here right now. It's ridiculous. It's just so hot. It's awful. Ah! I'm flying everywhere. Um, but yeah, we're going to try and mold Khoshekh's head today. I need to clean him up just a tiny bit because it got so hot in here that his little chin melted. And I'm going to check out the paws. I think we're just going to probably do the head today because that won't take me too long. And then you guys can watch the whole process. Hey everyone, how's it going? Oh no. Hold on, I have to pause myself. There we go. Ah! All right. Oh my gosh, it's so hot. It's awful. All right. So first things first, I'm going to doodle a dragon because I feel like being artsy before I have to mold because molding sucks. So also, I made myself tea, but first I put mead in this cup. So yay, mead! It's called a Viking's blood mead. Yep, yay mead. It's 1,000,000 degrees out here, so why not mead? Why not mead? Remember, all right, sorry. Always got the chat if you guys have any questions. Welcome to ask them. We won't need the heat gun today because it's 10,000 degrees outside, so we'll put this away. Because who needs that? Nonsense. All right. Oh, this corner is where we should draw a dragon. I think you guys can see, kind of. All right, we're going to doodle a dragon to prepare ourselves for the worst part, which is molding, which is super boring. Super duper boring. Hate molding. Enjoy my mead. Drawing a dragon and drinking mead, that is my afternoon. Let's see. So right here I've got like a weird cockatiel-esque dragon. Come on, man. It's like, you're in focus. There you go. Mead is super good if you ever want an alcoholic beverage that is 19% alcohol but also tastes like candy. Then mead is your go-to. It tastes like, I mean, it's honey wine, literally, that's what it is. It's super good. My birthday is 1 week from now. Not my Chad birthday, my actual birthday. Let's see. I think I'll use a thicker pen so that's. You can see it. Oh, I got a 1. Hold on. At Dan Cast. This is kind of the Q&A. I mean, you can ask whatever questions you feel fancy at this time. Oh, come on, man. My clay is melting. My clay actually holds up my my camera, which that's not ghetto at all. And it's so hot that my camera is melting to the clay. Hold on, I'm gonna try and position this so it doesn't suck. There we go. There we go. Maybe that'll work. Kind of. Sort of. Kind of, sort of. I'm sorry, guys. It's so hot. Everything is falling apart. There we go. Cool. Okay. All right. I'll. That's fine. I'll buy that. As long as you can see me drawing, then that's good. Cool. Yes, it's upside down. I apologize. I'll turn the dragon right side up when I'm done. I have watched the entirety of Game of Thrones now, so now I'm all caught up. And it's so good. No wonder I was like, everyone must be cosplaying this Khaleesi girl for a reason. Oh, that's because she's awesome and the show is awesome. I like dragons. Dragons. This is going to be a cutie today. Maybe not. Maybe not that cute. I can't even tell you all. I think it is like 100 degrees here right now. Like legitimately 100 degrees. It's just the worst. Molding has to happen because I've sculpted this little kitty, and he won't be durable unless I mold him and then make him out of resin. So pretty much it's to take something you've sculpted and then make it like really durable. Oh, this dragon's a cutie patootie. Cutie patootie dragon. He's just like, hey guys. I think this is the hey guys dragon. Hey guys. Hey guys. I think we should start every stream doodling a dragon, because why not? The dragons are the best. How would I describe my recording and setup for live streaming? Shitty. And I should probably get better stuff. But we're here, and that's what matters. You guys see the hey guys dragon. What do you think of hey guys dragon? Hey guys! Because he's like, hey guys! If I had a dragon, what would you name him? Oh, I don't know. There's so many good dragon names out there. Probably something really scary. It's like in Forgotten Realms when the dragons had really long, scary names. Like, I don't remember. Like the white one from Baldur's Gate. I would just name it something scary. A dragon with a name like Stan isn't going to scare anyone. Anyway, there is my dragon. Hope you guys like it. Now it's time to do actual work. Oh. Time to do actual work. All right, dragon away. Dragon away. Pens away. All right. So I am going to clean up this guy really quick just to. Oh, come on. The thing in the jigger. Oh, darn it. It didn't. I'm going to go ahead and. Yeah, oh, sorry, I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. All right. So I am going to finish a couple of details on Khoshekh, but first I'm going to freeze him because it's so hot. I'm freezing him with an upside down can of air. Ooh, that was my hand. I just froze my hand. God, this one sucks. Come on, guys. Can air it doesn't suck. Getting shit everywhere. All right. All right, so I just froze him with just your everyday can of air upside down. This one, that's it. But upside down cans of air are great for using for sculptures. So if it's like incredibly hot outside. All right, so we gotta fix his chin because it got so hot that his chin got a little mucked. And if you guys can see, okay, make sure you can. So right now I'm just adding a few finishing touches on this because I have OCD. I'm gonna OCD a little bit on this face just to like get the last little bits looking how I want. I'm gonna do a little bit of OCD here. That's it. Make sure you guys can see okay. I know it's dark in here. I still need to get a better light, but I'm working on it. I also went and bought the fur I'm going to use for him, and it's amazing. It's like this black purple. I'll show you guys in a little bit. It's super cool. It's like a dark purpley black. That's one of the best things about going downtown is there's so many different kinds of like places that sell fur, and you can get all kinds of really cool, just like really interesting, fun designs. And for someone like me that makes monsters, and it's always a bonus. I really want to make an owl bear costume. I think you guys would support that. Wouldn't that be awesome? I'd love to make an owl bear. It'd be so cute. Little owl bear. Good, I'm glad you support my owl bear venture. I think that'd be an awesome costume. Oh my god, owl bears, that'd be funny. I should. Love owl bears. Owlets. Owlets. Oh! I do like owlets. Owlets is pretty darn cute. Erica, I probably didn't see it because I don't check my Etsy messages as much as I should. So if you did send me a message, I probably missed it. Oh, I'm sorry, Orf. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm sorry. It's just this thing. Orf, it's okay. Orf is not a fan of the hand air. Not a fan. Definitely not a fan. He just freaked out. Speaking of Etsy, I just remembered, if you guys want to see some of my old, like, crazy steampunk art, I used to have an Etsy store called Orpheus Alchemy. So if you go to Etsy and go to Orpheus Alchemy, and then go to, like, sold, you can see some of the stuff I used to sell on there. It was really fun. I loved having an Etsy store. I'm sorry, Orp. Nothing's out there. Nothing's out there. It's just probably making scary noises. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Orp. I'm sorry, Orp. Or if he's not happy. Aw, dump truck. I made tea. Drank all my mead. Can't drink that much mead during the day. There's no day drinking venture here. I mean, it could easily turn into that, but we don't want that. What was it? Oh, Erica, yes. Well, I don't actually do a lot of big commissions like that, especially not right now since it's convention season. But if you want to email me, again, go ahead and email me at um, commanderholly@gmail.com, and which is also my contact form on my website. So if you go to hollyconrad.com and also go on my website, you can use that form, and then tell me what you were thinking there, because again, like right now I'm not doing too many big commissions, but if you want to figure something out or talk to me about it, then email me is best. That goes for all of you guys. If you guys have any more questions that you don't want to ask in a live stream or you want to ask somewhere else, then you can email me, commanderholly@gmail.com. That's my email address. Orc is still acting like there's something terrifying outside that has just mystified him. So it's like that. Yeah, just go ahead and email me. That sounds like a plan. commanderholly@gmail.com. That's my email. The noise that you guys hear that sounds like a clock is my like old 1950s like water meter thing in my garage. I don't know why it makes that ticking noise. I'd like to know too, but it does. And if I could listen to music, I would. But I mean, I do on headphones, but yeah, pretty annoying. I'm sorry. Clicking, watery, metery thingy. I think we're almost there. Don't really want to futz on this too much because it could be days. I could futz on this for days. Days, days, days. So, get it done and just mold it and be done with it. I probably can play NSP, but I think that would distract me more than help me work, to be honest. You just want to get up and dance, you know? You just want to dance. What? You okay now? He's okay now. He's okay. He's okay. Most of my past cosplays are intact somewhere. Some of them got destroyed. Some I couldn't wear again, or like were too big. But yeah, most of them I keep. A lot of them are behind me. But most of them I can reuse, especially the ones from the TV show. I kept those in pretty good shape because I learned a lesson at some point that I actually wanted to rewear my costumes. I used to just not care, but now I keep them all nice, and I learned my lesson. All right, guys. I think we're pretty much good on this. I don't want to futz with it anymore because I am just going to see things that I do not like. Because that's what I do when I sculpt things, because I'm picky like that. I'm actually not going to fur his face. His face is just going to have fur behind it. So it'll be like glued around the edge, which reminds me I want to add a little bit to the edge. So that when I do fur it, it's got a little bit of like a flange going on there. Whoops, whoops. It's so warm, I don't have to do anything to the clay. Ah, make that go. Oh no, I can't. There we go. Sometimes I make my own tools for sculpting. I mean, it depends. Like I've had mine for a long time now, and really, I really like use. I mean, I have like a few sticks that I use that are just like sticks or like cut up pieces. I really like this little one that I bought, and this one I bought, but you can make this one easy with just a little piece of wire curled around a stick. I mean, it's not hard to make at all. You don't have to buy them. I think I'm going to add his teeth right now, so that's what I'm doing. teeth. These are tiny teeth I have here that I've made out of Sculpey in advance, so I can use them in things like this. I can stick some those in there. So freaking hot. Actually, I haven't been playing many games recently. Pretty much I haven't had time because I've been working on this cosplay in full. I need to catch up on quite a few of them now. I'm still planning a D&D campaign for my friends, and I'm still like too nervous to figure it out because I want them to have a good first game, and I'm their DM. I don't want to make it boring, so that's been stressing me out. Yeah. Hey, what are you doing? You handsome? Hot out here. What are you doing out here? Alright, so I think to finish, I'm going to add a little bit more to the jaw here. I love that I don't even have a fan. Like, why do I not have a fan in my garage? I have a heater. I do not have a fan. Good job, me. What I'm doing is just building out the jaw a little bit. So I want to make it so that his teeth come down to this jaw. Be like a little bit from the middle of him. I have wanted to do a Pokemon cosplay. I want to make it's called a Gaijinka, like the human Pokemon version of Pidove. It's literally just a pigeon, because I think it's funny, and I would love to do that. I love Pidove. You do. Alright, so you can see his teeth now. So there's two white teeth, because I had some Sculpey teeth. And there's two fangs. So what I'm going to do is finish up cleaning these up, and then we'll mold them. Oh, my mean neighbor's back. I hear him outside. Mm. Now that I finished doing this and removed all the cat hair from it, thank you, Worf. Ross didn't pay attention while we were watching Stargate. He did not pay attention that well, but we haven't gone to the show yet. That was just the movie, and that's fine if he didn't pay attention to the movie. He will hopefully pay attention to the actual show when we watch it. I love Stargate. It's great. Takes a lot to get Ross to pay attention, though, as one might assume. I sometimes get bored, but I keep going because I know that at the end of the tunnel is a fun costume I get to wear, because that's the part I look forward to, is getting to wear it and have fun. So, all right, I think we're ready. I think I should not touch this anymore because I've touched it long enough, and if I continue to touch it, I am just going to keep futzing with it, and that's never. Sometimes in projects you just have to be like, all right, I'm done, this is it, it looks fine, it's great, I'm going to go to the next step. Also, I only have a couple days left to finish this, so I might as well, because otherwise it won't get done. And I want to bring it with me to San Jose. San Jose. Ross was too busy to study. Yeah, Ross was just eyes deep in the Dark Souls 2 Prima guide. That's right. MLG Pro Gamer Ross. Alright, I'm gonna go grab myself. Oh, that's fun. Here's a cat. Mom's a cat too. Oh, it's hot out here. What's wrong here, huh? Oh, all right. Got our Rebound 40 right here. On the pause, I'm not going to use Rebound 40. So I think for the pause, I'm just going to make boxes for them. Well, I still have to fix those and make them into a mold and all that nonsense. So we'll get to that. We'll get to that bridge and cross it later. All right. So Rebound 40 is a brush-on silicone rubber, which is pretty much what it's all about. Or what are you doing? Move our clay. We're done with that for now. We're going to move our tools. We're done with those for now. All right. So, since I've got my table, I'm going to patch up my tablecloth here so I don't get any silicone on anything. Boop. Boop. All right, we're patched up. Now, again, Rebound 40 is a brush-on silicone for molding things. It's a 1A, 1B by volume or weight, which is great because that means there's less of a chance of me messing it up. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to make a little stand for my head, and because it needs to be flat so I can do this brush on. Oh, bye, Hillary. Okay, sorry for the pause. All right, so I'm gonna put just a piece of clay on this table so that I can make a little, since we're not that big of a little sculpture with this guy, I wanna make sure that it's stable enough where he won't fall over or do something silly or whatever. Because the thing about this stuff is that if you can see, we need to get it all around underneath here, and if he fell over, that would be bad times. We would have bad times on it. So we're going to make a little stand for him. I might actually have something I can use as a stand. You can either find something that you have lying around or figure something out. I mean, sometimes, most of the time I just make a stand because that's a little bit more pro. If you just want to stick it on a Dixie cup, you can do that too. I'm just digging some clay off corner to make some more of the stand. I'm going to go get some more ice too because I think I'm slowly dying. Alrighty. We'll get him more in the middle. I mean, it's totally okay if I get silicone on my table because I have my super smart little paper pad right here, so I won't get it all over myself. The only thing I don't have today is I didn't make any keys, but whatever. I mean, it'll stick in the mold. It's not like it's a giant. It's not very big. It's only like really one shape, so it's not a huge deal. All right. And just for reference, so you guys know what keys are. Keys are like little pieces of silicone that are like in the shape of like circles or hexagons or whatever to keep the register of the outside mold, which will be made out of plaster. We will still have to wait for this to cure to even put that on there, so it's not really a big deal right now if you're worried about it, because that'll probably be another stream, or I will do it away from the stream and just explain it to you guys. All right, so he's pretty stuck on there. I don't think he's going anywhere. So we have to stir these. I'm gonna go get some ice really quick because it's so hot and I feel like I'm going to die. Silliest cat in the world. All right, guys. So, all my stuff so that we can have some more room. So we get stuck in there with all this stuff. All right, so I'll probably need about 4 layers of this to cover this sculpture. So I'm gonna shake it up, shake it up, open it up. It has like a little layer on the top, as you can see. I got the turquoise one. You can get orange or turquoise. I don't know. I just thought turquoise was a nice color. Because, you know, why not? It is a nice color. Oops, I should be wearing gloves. I'm a big dummy. Let me go get some gloves. Whoa. Are you guys still there? It looks like the chat froze, perhaps, maybe, possibly. All right, anyway, so you can see here, of course I just totally smashed the thing, but that's fine. There you can see it's this turquoisey color. I'm just mixing it up in this little thing to, as you're supposed to, so it'll get all mixed up. So it looks like I can probably eyeball this, which is great. This stuff is way thicker than this other silicone I usually use, because it's this again is a brush on, so it's super thick. Get one more of these jars for myself. If the chat's frozen, I will reset in a second. I can't until I get all this crap in the jars, because it's difficult like that. Boop, there we go. Alright. Well, it's about the same. I'm going to do a little bit at a time. One of my tricks for mixing silicone is I'll mix them both in the same, like first I'll put them in this one, and then I'll mix them in the other one so that both of my colors get mixed up well enough. Go, I'm mixing, and I think it has a pot life of like 10 minutes or something. So we have plenty of time. Not like a huge rush. So, there we go. And because this is monster clay, I don't really need to put anything special on it. So, whew, it's hot. So I don't need to put any release or anything like that. I'm resetting my chat so I can see if you guys are there. Yay, my chat's back. Okay, now I can see you again. Oh no, there's a fire. Be careful, Hobgoblin. I grew up in a place with a lot of fires, and I'm always worried about fires. One time we couldn't go to high school for a week because the fires were so bad that they had to shut down our school because it was like raining ash. And we had to almost evacuate like 3 times. It was crazy. So be careful. Anyway, so I'm going to show you guys some brush on stuff now. So I'm going to just start gooping this crap all over again. Whew. So the fun thing about this is that you just get to like peanut butter and jelly spread it all over your sculpture. And I sometimes, what I do is I go from up high and then like pour it down. And it's okay if I get it on my table. Because again, it's just paper. That's really the whole point why I'm doing this is so I can not have to use as much material, more or less. Because a box mold of this would be really big, and I don't really want to do that, because that would suck, it would be huge. I'm just going to gently just go ahead and just kind of brush it back on him. And this is our first one, so it's really not like a huge deal. We're just going to make sure that it gets kind of covered. The blue gloop, as we are calling it, is a Rebound 40. It's a smooth-on product. It's a brush-on fixotropic silicone or molding. Gloves do matter. You need to wear gloves just to be safe. But I also wear gloves because this stuff is super duper sticky. And even if it gets on your hands, it's going to be real hard to take off either way. Let's switch to one stick here. So like it is not easy to take off if you get it on your hands. So it's best just to wear gloves. So I'm just trying to get in here, kind of under where I put my little flange here that I made. Get all my little wrinkles, and if I see a bubble, I'm just going to try and pop it. Don't want bubbles. Bubbles are bad. Bubbles bad. Put a bunch of those little kitty nose right here. Let it kind of just sink down. Yeah, I'm trying to get in the areas that have bubbles. And I want to cover my whole clay surface just so I know that it's covered. Again, the bottom, it doesn't really matter because I made that bottom into like a flange. So I got a lot of material down here that I can kind of scoop up and then let it slide down, which is probably the best bet. Oh my gosh, or oh no, it was Mo. So this stuff is going to have to cure. So while that's doing that, I'll probably start working on the body because it will have to cure for at least 15 minutes. And this is just kind of a process of being patient. These aren't quick molds. Molds are never quick. You just kind of have to do them and just have fun with it. Ross is not allowed to help me make things sometimes. He's done a good job a couple of times, actually. I take that back. He has done. He helped us with the dragon boat that we did for Heroes last season. That was fun. He's not great with power tools, though, so he is not allowed to use those. Alright, so I got most of my stuff out of my cup, so now I'm just going to work with the stuff I've got on the table. Yes, the after the silicone, which is this blue stuff, there's going to be plaster on top of it. So I'm going to use plaster bandages to make just a little like encasement for it. And you can use all kinds of stuff when it comes to that part of sculpting or molding. You can use fiberglass, or you can use, there's some different products that Smooth On makes that also are good for that. Like Shell Shock, it's another like hard covering for silicone molds. But I'm just going to use plaster because it's cheap and easy. Yay! And it's not toxic, so you get all kinds of bonuses with that. So this stuff is starting to kind of kick, which I can tell because how long it's taking to kind of glue down the actual sculpture. Which is good. That means we didn't mess it up and that it works. So, yay! Bonus! And like I said, just to be safe, I will probably do about 4 coats of this stuff, just because I don't want to take any chances. That'll make for a stronger mold. It'll be thicker, so it's going to take me a while to do this, but that's what molding is, guys. Not fun at all. Should say my pot life on this. It'll say pot life, which is how long. Oh, 20 minutes. Okay, pot life is 20 minutes. So that's why this is taking a little bit longer, because the pot life is 20 minutes, which means this is going to take 20 minutes to start to kick. which is fine. Just takes a little longer. Again, this is the kind of stuff that takes forever and is awful, but you have to do it. So I'm just gonna put some more on top. Maybe I got the 20-minute one on accident. Usually it's 10 minutes, but whatever. I want to get this first layer really good in here, so we're just going to work on it for the next 20 minutes. So I want to make sure there's no bubbles, there's no crappiness to it. Because the next layer, I mean, they're all important, but the first layer is the most important. So we want to make sure it's good, no bubbles. Ross's mean stare is my favorite. I love that. I love that stare. I always tell him he looks like Loki. I find it attractive. It's like a Loki grin. I love Loki. If anyone tells you that Thor is more attractive than Loki, they're wrong. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere with this. So now this is kicking, and you can tell. I mean, there's lots of ways you can tell, but it's getting a lot stringier when I pull it back, less gloopy. I'm going to try and use it to get into all those wrinkles before it kicks. Oh my gosh, yeah, that picture of Tom Hiddleston with all the children is so cute. Who is calling me? I can't touch it with my dirty hands. I just thought, oh, it's Ross. He's fine. I guess I should answer. Hey, I'm live streaming. What's up? Oh, that's right, yeah. Right. That's right. Okie dokie, I'm live streaming right now, and I can't leave the table, by the way, or my live stream because I am molding something. So everyone, I mean, they can't hear you because we're on the phone, but okay, sure. Hold on, I have to because my stuff's kicking. Here, I'll put you on loudspeaker. Hold on. Okay, I think they can hear you now.
Hey everyone, I'm calling Holly.
That's right. That's right, Ross. Oh God.
I'm on Holly's live stream. I'm just coming home right now.
I thought you weren't coming home, so you are coming home.
Well, I know. I'm gonna go get a fix, but then I'm coming home after.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We gotta play some games.
Right. So I told you that I'm going to dinner with Mark and Hillary, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll see you after that.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Yes.
We were just talking about you on the stream. They were talking about your mean table flip face.
Oh, yeah.
And I said that it was attractive because you look like Loki.
Oh, wait, hold on. Oh,
What?
no. I was walking out, and I was like, what's going on?
Oh no.
My head.
But yeah, I think that face looks like Loki. That's why it's attractive. Your creepy face.
Yes, I love my creepy face.
Yeah, I'm molding right now, so that's why I can't.
Are you molding the cat thing?
Yes.
Cool. get that one done.
Yeah, it'll be cool.
Cool.
Anyway, I'll see you after I go to dinner then. So.
Yep. Cool beans.
All right, don't burn up because it's super hot outside.
Oh, I'm wearing a jacket. I'm gonna regret that.
Yeah, you are.
Alright. Alright, love you. I'll see you soon. Bye, sweetie.
All right, love you. See you when I get home or whoever's home first.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, bye.
There you go, guys. There was Ross. Ross and I having our domestic conversation. Oh, someone asked how much Rebound 40 is. It's this. I think it's like a pint thing is like $30. It's not cheap. Any silicone isn't cheap. There is a way to make like silicone on the cheap, and I'm going to try and cover that in one of my cosplay class videos. Because there's quite a few ways to make silicone cheaply. One way is to use silicone caulking from like Home Depot. And it doesn't work great, but it works. So if you need to do something and you just absolutely can't afford to get the $30 like silicone, there is a way to do that. So now you can see that it's all kind of stuck. So like it stopped sinking down the mold or the sculpture and started just kind of sitting at the top. That means that it started to kick. So I'm just going to make sure that I've got all the places that I wanted to get under here. Tea time. White tea. I'm having this time. And as far as like toxic stuff that I use, silicone's pretty far down there. Like it's not as toxic as some of the stuff that I use. I mean, it's still toxic, but like you don't need to be in like a ventilated area to use it. It's like as long as you don't eat it and or like get it all over your hands, you're pretty much good to go. It's not like everything else that I use. All right, so I think we're good. It's a good first layer. Everything looks good. I'm gonna get this one little smidgen down here because I don't want that. Do not want. There we go. Do not want. I'll make sure that the safe does not reach the holes down there. All right. That's another thing. You want to make sure there's no like weird gaps where you can get a bubble or like any weird stuff like that. All right. Next then. So yeah, you can see I've got my first layer of Rebound 40 on there. And if you go to the Smooth On website, you can look up all the chemicals and everything I'm using. They're like the most common chemical folks out there, and all their stuff is really straightforward, and they have awesome tutorials if you're curious. All right. Whew. So I'm going to let this cure because I don't want to put another layer on until this one is kicked a little bit more. So I'm going to leave that there. All right, I'm gonna leave you here, mold, to do your mold things. Well, now that we have that, probably time, since we have to wait in between these things, to actually build my foam parts of this. So I'm going to change views here real quick, away from our little pile of poop. And onto myself. My hair, guys. Hey, more. Clean up some of this, because sadly, you can't use this stuff more than once. It's a pain in the butt. All right. Moving the camera up. Ugh. Okay. All right. So what I'm going to do now, as you can see, I live in a slum. One of these days, I'll clean all this stuff up. Ugh. I'm going to leave this up here, actually. Okay. All right. Okay. There. Perfect. So, while I'm letting my silicone bake there, just a little bit at least, I'm going to show you guys. This is a piece of scrap upholstery foam, and this is what I'm going to use to build Khoshek's body. And right now I have my aluminum armature right here. And what I think I'm going to do is, because I need arms and legs on this, I need kitty cat arms and legs. So I have some more armature wire here. So I think what I'm going to do is, once I build where his chest cavity is going to be, I'm going to take this wire and then magic sculpt it to this so that I actually have some legs on there that are permanent. So first things first is I need to make a body, like an actual chest cavity of him. All right, time to start doing this. So what I think I actually need some better scissors. So give me a second. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I'm texting my friend. We're going to get dinner. And I was like, I'm live streaming. Shush. All right, so here's my upholstery foam. And I want his head to kind of be up here, I think. Or was it up here? I think it was up here, actually. And I want his body, his like chest cavity, to be like right here. So I want a little kitty butt to stick up in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just go like this and kind of guess where I want it. Kind of. And then cut a circle. You can use a knife or scissors or whatever you want. You're going to make a mess either way, so it doesn't really matter at this point. We're going to be sculpting it. I'm sorry if I'm not looking at the chat right now, because I don't want to stab myself in the face. All right. Yeah, that's it. Lost my phone. And again, there's like no right or wrong way to do this. You just kind of have to go with what feels right. So now I'm going to have to glue this together. This is where it'll like, this is like, pretend this is like a kitty rib cage right here. So this is the kitty rib cage. And then this is the kitty butt back here. Kitty rib cage, I know this looks insane, but. So kitty rib cage right here, followed by kitty butt right there, and kitty tail. Kitty tail is going to be different though. All right, I'm going to go to the other side of the garage really quickly and do something that you should not do, which is use the incredibly toxic glue in a closed space. But I'm not going to do it on camera, so you didn't see it. I'll be back. I'm not over here gluing anything. This isn't me. Totally not gluing anything over here. This isn't glue, it's applesauce. It's fine. So the glue I'm using is called barge cement. It's like, it's really toxic. I shouldn't be doing this. But it's really hot outside, so don't open the garage. Ah, I have so many dilemmas. All right, we got 45 more minutes. We'll probably have to do one more of these bad boys on here. This needs to actually cure all the way. I'm not touching this until it's all the way cured. All right, where's Orf? Where's the wild Orf? You guys saw him. Where'd he go? Orf! Where's my Orf? He's gone. So hot. Okay. So I've put glue on my armature and on this piece of foam. So what I'm going to do is here's my little cute rib cage. I know it doesn't really look like that, but it is in my mind. And so now I'm going to wait for, I'm actually okay with the heat going. Well, I'm just going to wait for it to dry. Then it won't gas me. I'm just going to wait for it to dry. I know, I need a fan. Usually I hold it in front of my heater, but I do not have a fan. So we need to improve some things here in the garage. Things have gotten a little ghetto since last summer. So needless to say, it has to do with being on a television show and having no time to like actually make your studio functional or attractive. So there we go. While that's drying, I can show you guys the fur I got for Khoshekh. So this is the fur that I got. This is about $60 worth of fur. It's 2 yards. Now it's actually a pretty good deal because this is awesome fur. You can see it's like kind of purple. So you can see through it. It's got like some purple and some black, which means when I shave it, it'll have like a two-tone effect, which is really cool. Oh God. Ugh. And then you can also make it into a cloak, like Game of Thrones, but a monster. See? New. Anyway, so there's that. So I got enough to make more than one. So hopefully, if he comes out well, I might actually sell a couple of these guys to help pay for my ridiculous, stupid convention and costume funds. So we'll see. But I have enough fur, so there you go. It's so nice. It's so nice. Anyway, so I'm gonna. The cool thing when you look for a fur is really long ones that you can with two tones that you can shave, because then you can get a two-tone effect on the body of the creature. So anyway, I'm gonna take this away. Also, I want to make a monster rug for my house, so it'd be super sweet. Maybe next time I go downtown, I'll bring my phone and show you guys what it's like when I go down there to buy fur and stuff. It's fun. No, I'm gonna make Khoshekh pretty skinny. He's gonna be more like monster-like than like cat-like. I mean, he's cat-like. He'll be kind of like a mix. I think it would be cute if he was chubby, though. That would be very cute. Maybe I'll make a couple when I make other ones. So now, my totally not toxic piece of foam is gonna stick together on this thing. Hooray! So this is his neck, so I also want that to be a little, so his head's here. So what I'm going to do now, which is the fun part, is I'm just going to move my clay so I don't ruin it. But I'm going to sit here and chop little pieces off of this with scissors to sculpt it. And that is the least technical way of sculpting foam. You can use a Dremel to shave it. You can use a drill sander to sand it. But really, because you're putting a fur, like a thick fur over it, you can just chop it with scissors, just like I'm doing now. And then that actually sculpts it into whatever shape you want it to be. So because this is my little kitty rib cage, I'm gonna probably just make it a little rounded. And this is my beginning piece. This is the piece I'm going to use to base the rest of the body off of, so that I have like an anatomical reference. And yes, I will get foam all over the floor. Yes, it will be awful. Yes, I will clean it up. But that is the story of my life. What can I do to have to clean up later again? Hey, Work, how's it going? How's it going, man? Come here. Ooh. You want to know a story that's really funny? Every time I stand up, Work thinks I'm feeding him. It doesn't matter what time of day it is. It doesn't matter where I am. Every time I stand up, Work thinks that he's getting food. Every single time. So wherever I go, he will just follow me into the house and be like, ooh, and like follow me into the house, think I'm feeding him, and then follow me back up to the garage because he thinks that I'm feeding him there too. So there you go. Upholstery foam is a great way to make costumes, any kind of foam like this, because if you glue it together using barge, contact cement, you can stick it any way you want, carve it, put stuff over it, and then you've got and pretty much, I think someone said a man-sized Gengar. Yeah, like you can make anything as long as you pattern it out, glue it, you're good to go. This technique I'm showing you right now can be used for whatever size, whatever creature you want. This is pretty much how, like, lots and lots of things are done in special effects for making creature suits. A lot of it is foam carving like this, and then sanding it down to be smooth. Oh. Let's see where our little guy is. Oh, no, he's still tacky. He's probably gonna be tacky for a while. Hey, Mojo. Hey, Mojo. So my cuties. My cuties. So cute. Cute cuties. Ah. Well, as long as you have the Bob Ross of cosplay. Hey, I love Bob Ross. He was great. He died of eating paint, though, so I hope that doesn't happen to me. Probably will. Let's be honest. What was I saying? Oh, yes. If you're making a sculpture, and I think I told you making the Gengar, you've got Super Sculpey from your craft store, some aluminum wire and or tinfoil. Then you can use the tinfoil as the inside of it. Use any sculpting tools you can find, pretty much anything you want to use, sticks, popsicle sticks, whatever. And then you bake it, and then you got yourself a sculpture. All done. Super simple. So I'm shaving down these edges to look more like a rib cage kind of thing. If I could be the Bob Ross of cosplay for the rest of my life, I would take that. I would take that job. Yeah, he did actually die. He died from, I think, like cancer from cadmium poisoning. And cadmium is the pigment that they use for red paint. So yeah, cadmium. Do not put your paintbrush in your mouth while you're painting happy little red trees or red anything, because the red is crazy poisonous. Oh. Bob Ross had pet squirrels. That's amazing. Well, I'm working on being a falconer, so I'm legitimately going to try and be a falconer. This is not a joke. I want to be a falconer. It'd be so cool. You can do it. You can take the falconry test. I want to do it, guys. It's going to happen. Put it on a business card. Maybe I will. Maybe I will put it on a business card. So anyway, look at what we got going on here. So you can see this is kind of starting to look like an actual like animal sort of piece here. So I'm just kind of working at it, like making it, carving it down until it looks like how I want it to look. And this, you can tell this is like a chest piece here. And then the neck will be here, and then the head will be here. I'm probably going to cut this off, but let's just for reference, I'll lift it up a bit. No, that's why I said I'm gonna for sure go the way of Bob Ross. I worked in quite a few shops that took probably a good 10 years off my life. But I eat really well, so I don't smoke. I don't really like drink unless it's an occasional cup of mead. So I've got some things going for me, but no, whatever. I'm just counting on medicine getting better. Anyway, I know this looks insane. That's because it is insane. But just so you know, this is my little kitty body. I know it looks crazy. I know it doesn't look like a kitty body, but you have to trust me that it will end up looking like a kitty body. Because this is the back right here. This is his chest. So if you can see down the middle, like imagine like a human like chest. So you've got two rib cages and muscle over them. So this would be a cat. So if you look at any kind of, you know, any kind of oh good, I think our silicone on this one is good. Oh, okay, cool. Okay. How much time do we have? We might be able to do one more. Okay, cool. I'm gonna be able to probably do one more pass of our mold. But you can see how I'm going to sculpt the body out of foam. You use scissors to carve it. I'm going to glue more to here. I'm going to add two leg pieces and two arm pieces and carve those as well. And then the body will be ready to be furred. So there you go. That's how you make a puppet body like this. And then I can bend it and all that kind of stuff. So, yay! All right, I'm gonna put that down here. Now you know what I'm gonna be doing. So if this is done later, you guys will have seen what this looks like. So you know that when I talk about using foam and gluing it and carving it, that's what I'm doing. So yay, and no more toxic glue. All right, let's do another pass on this guy right now, and then you can pretty much understand what's going on there. I'm gonna bend my thing down, my super ghetto thing. All right. All right, there's our little nodule thing. And now you can see when I touch this, it doesn't stick. So my fingers aren't sticking. You can tell, boop, all clean. So now that I know that this is done and it's kicked and my fingers are coming off clean, we can do another pass of silicone. So let me go get another container, because you always need disposable containers, because that's pretty much all I'm going to do is just like throw away containers. Oh, it's kitties! Or are you hungry? Is that why you're food testing? Is this a mutiny? Is this a mutiny or? Oh, mutiny! It's a mutiny. It's a mutiny. No. Hold on, Orf. Orf says it's a mutiny. No, Orf. No. Big fat cat. Alright. Orf's not going to mutiny anymore. Okay, so, oops, gosh darn it. I don't want to go up again. I'm the worst. I'm the worst, Orf. I'm the worst. Alright, move my scissors on my mess over here. So now we need to do some white, which is just one side of our silicone nonsense. And this stuff is pretty forgiving because it's like if it's not exact, it's not gonna not kick. It's still gonna kick. What is your favorite bands? I thought you said what is your favorite bird, and I was like, oh, I've got a bunch of those. I love all owls, and I love cedar waxwings, and I love oh gosh, what's the other bird? Cedar waxwings are some of my favorite birds. I was really excited to see those as a kid. I like I mean any kind of parrot, obviously. Hawks, I love hawks. I love what are they called? Um, Nighthawks, those are super cool. They have big mouths. The putu bird. Putu birds are so cute. Um, anyway, I'm sorry. My other favorite bands, I love Belle and Sebastian. Back to bands, not birds. I love Belle and Sebastian. They're a great band. I used to listen to the Decemberists when I was in high school, and I went to like 6 of their concerts. I was super into them. Not so much anymore, but when I was in high school, I loved them. Um, the silicone, also, when you ask, the silicone doesn't smell like anything. It doesn't have a smell. If you get really close to it, it smells a little like rubbery, but it doesn't really have a smell at all. Thankfully. That is thankful. I really don't want to have to smell it. Oh yeah, Ross loves Muse. Ross is always listening to Muse. He loves Muse. What else do I like? I love the Tiny. It's a band they played on Night Vale, but I actually listened to the Tiny. When I was in Scotland, I love Camera Obscura. That's another band I really like. Oh, they're a good band, Camera Obscura. Let's see. Recently, I've been listening to Crystal Fighters, and I love Crystal Castles and the Glitch Mob. Glitch Mob is great. Yeah, I'm very twee. I'm sorry. That is my music taste. Twee, super twee, and a little bit more twee than twee. Oh, and I also love Beirut and Andrew Bird. I love Andrew Bird. I listen to Andrew Bird. And Neutral Milk Hotel. I listened to that a lot in college. I mean, they don't really exist anymore, but I love Neutral Milk Hotel and Beirut. Yeah, the Tiny is actually what made me fall in love with Night Vale because I had listened to them in Scotland and I hadn't heard them in years. And then Night Vale played them and I was like, oh my God, is this the Tiny? And I saw them live in concert in like this crazy old medieval like basement concert thing, and it was so amazing. I was like in love with them. So there you go. Yeah, I love finding new music. So if you guys have any music suggestions for me, then tweet them at me because my hands are covered in crap right now, so I'm not going to remember. Tweet them at Holly Conrad so that I can look them up after I'm done being covered in silicone. But yeah, you've heard my music taste now, so you can guess what I like. I mean, I also love Corvus Corax, which is my all-time favorite band, but they're just insane. So, and I listen to a ton of soundtracks. Like, so I listen to soundtracks all the time. So that's probably my other guilty pleasure is soundtrack. As you guys can see, I'm just doing the same thing I was doing last time. I'm just putting more silicone on this little kitty cat face. I'll have to check out Caravan Palace. That sounds awesome. Oh, I love the mountain goats. I forgot about the mountain goats. They're great. I totally forgot about them. Yeah, I do like the mountain goats. What was another band that I liked? Oh, I like the Weepies. The Weepies are another good band. Do you like the Weepies? In case you guys didn't know, I was a giant hipster when I was in college, but that's okay. I'm still kind of a giant hipster. That's fine. I can't hide what's inside. I have a new song for my cosplay class show, and it's like super cute and twee, and it has ukuleles, and I'm gonna have Ross animate me an intro for it. And my plan is to have Ross animate little owls flying with a banner, and it's like, yay, cosplay class, and then the little owl like alights on my shoulder, and it's like ding, and we both thumbs up, and it'll be amazing. That's my cosplay class intro. It will hopefully be done soon. Yes, yeah, Teddy. I am spreading blue ice cream. No, it's Rebound 40. It's a smooth-on product. It's just silicone. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a brush-on mold, which is this fun thing. Oh God, Ross is sending me videos. So yeah, so this is a brush-on mold. And thank you again, Teddy, for the feathers. I still need to send you a little sculpture for as a thank you. I have been panicking to get Khoshekh done here for San Jose this weekend because I was gonna wear Doctor Strange, but maybe I will still wear Doctor Strange. I don't know. I really want. I'm trying to decide. Maybe I'll wear both. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. Yes, the reason why I'm coating it in silicone is because this is a pretty big piece, and silicone is expensive. It's like for just these two little tubs that I'm using here, it's like 30 bucks. So right now, I am just coating this piece because that will save me a lot of money in material cost, and it will be a lighter and like easier to manage mold. So I'll cover this in plaster when it's done. Because yeah, I mean it's just so expensive to do a silicone mold that's a big drop mold for something that's even this size. I've done them before and it's just not worth the material cost really. So it's just better to do it like this. It's a little more time consuming, but it's okay. But yeah, it's just for material cost, and it'll be an easier to manage mold. You can do two-sided molds like this as well. So if say like we're going to have like we probably will have to do a two-sided one on this for the plaster because to get this out we'll have to like peel it off kind of, if that makes sense. So I'll have to be able to take the plaster mold off of it. Or I'm sorry, take the plaster jacket off of it. So, but we will cross that bridge when we get there. I don't want to confuse anyone. Yeah, I'm glad you like Night Vale. It's creepy and weird, and I love it for that. So that's why I like it. That's also why I like Doctor Strange. I mean, I love those kinds of like crazy, weird, creepy, fun things like that. Just as a note too, if you guys are in cold weather, this stuff, like a lot of these chemicals will be weird depending on the temperature. Cold weather, they can get really weird and not work. Resin sometimes won't even kick in cold weather. Thankfully, it's always butts hot here, so I don't have to worry about that. But, you know, just so you all know, if it's cold, just be careful if your stuff is going to kick or not. We might not need to do two sides, actually. I got a better plan. As long as we can get enough on the face here, then we might not need to do two sides. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. We'll see what happens. As long as we get all this stuff covered, then we're good to go. I love Monty Python. When I was studying history, I watched it in my medieval history classes like 3 times. It's actually the Monty Python guys are actually, I think John Cleese is a medievalist. He'd actually taught at my school a couple times, but he taught medieval German, like old German, and I was like, yeah, I'm not like smart enough to be in this class. But it's still pretty cool. He was the one that did my college commencement speech. So when I got accepted to my college and I went, like you go and you have a speaker to like introduce the class, and it was John Cleese. And I was like, man, John Cleese is awesome. That's cool. I'm being oppressed. There's just the violence inherent in the system. I love Life of Brian, though. Life of Brian is one of my favorites. The People's Front of Judea. No, it's the Judean People's Front. Such a good movie. Oh, you're dropping out. Well, you know, university, college, it's not for everyone and it's not for everything. Like, you don't have to go to college to always do what you love in life. I went to college because I didn't know how to grow up or take care of myself. So I don't use my medieval history degree, but I definitely use what I learned in like social skills. But you know, there's all kinds of things that you can do in life, and just because one thing doesn't work for you, maybe something else will. Like there's lots of trade schools that are like even better than universities out here in LA that teach you art, and they actually have a better placement level than a lot of the universities. So just depends on what you want to do. There's no right or wrong way to anything. Bring out your dead! That's one of my favorites. I love that. Alright, I think we're good. So now you can tell this is looking a lot smoother. We still need to do 2 more coats because I want to be safe and I want it to be in a good place to do some more. So I mean, to make sure that it doesn't tear or anything, because we don't want any of that nonsense up in here. Oh, so we're going to wait for a while. But I think it's looking good. Like I said, what I'll probably do is I'll probably do the rest off camera. Maybe, well, unless I stream later and then you guys can see me put the plaster on top. Yeah, that's the spirit. You'll find something. And the fact that you're looking for it is awesome, because it's hard to figure out what you want to do. All right. Our globule is looking excellent. I'm going to take these bad boys off. Oh, maybe we should sing Always Look on the bright side of life. Do-do, 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 do-do. Always look on the bright side of life. Do-do, do-do, do-do. Life is kind of rotten. Remember you've forgotten to laugh and dance, smile and dance and sing. I don't know all the words. If I looked at it, I could remember them and sing them. And always look on the bright side of death. Just before you draw that terminal breath. Anyway, I'm sorry, guys. You got me started. We should have sing-alongs, or we shouldn't. Or I should keep my day job. All right, let's see what time it is. All right, I'm going to go check what time it is, and then I'll be right back. The cats have abandoned me. Oh, there's the lyrics. Yeah, you posted them. Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Oh, damn it. Oh, wait, go back. I need the lyrics. Hold on, this is super important. Yeah. Some things in life are bad. They can really make you mad. Other things just make you swear and curse. When you're chewing on life's gristle, don't grumble, give a whistle. All right, now I feel better. Success. It is kind of like a booger. Oh, I need to think of more things to sing. All right, hold on. I gotta bring up my nonsense here because I lost it. There it is. So yeah, this is what molding is. Isn't this exciting? This is why when we would be filming for the show and they would be like, "Hey guys, like, can you like, how long is this gonna take?" And I'm like, "Hours. It's going to take hours. It's gonna take a long time. It's gonna take forever, actually. So have fun filming me watching stuff dry, because that's like 99% of what I do." It's like watching stuff dry, panicking while it's kicking, and then tearing it apart. That is making stuff. 100%. All right. We still have more layers to do, but we have to wait for this one to kick. So I think my friends are ready to go soon. If I should probably get ready and not be a total mess. Oh, life's a fish shape when you look at it. Life's a laugh and death, the joke is true. You'll see it's all a show. Keep 'em laughing as you go. Just remember that the laugh is on you. So always look on the bright side of life. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. Always look on the bright side of life. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Are you guys dancing with me? Dance with me. Never mind. We're waiting for this to dry, and that's super boring. So I'm going to sign off until later, which I might stream later, because then we can finish the rest of this mold. But what we're going to do is do 2 more layers of goop on it, which is, again, Rebound 40. If you wonder what I'm using, it's Rebound 40. It's a Fixotropic brush-on silicone molding compound. And that is what I'm doing. So 2 more layers, and then I'm going to use plaster bandages to put over it. Then we're going to trim it up, and we're going to be able to cast it. And I also have to cast these little paws too. Paw, 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 paw. All right. Well, have a good rest of the day, guys. Go eat some pizza. Go do something fun and creative. Don't smell glue. Be good. And I might see you later tonight, or I might see you next time I stream. So, goodbye, everyone. Thanks for sticking with me and watching me make half a mold. We'll do the rest of the mold later, or I'll finish it, and then we'll cast it. Goodbye. Do 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 do.